came to John A. Logan because it's local to where I'm from, and also I know a ton of stylists in the area who went here who are successful currently, so I knew that it would be a good place to set you up for future jobs.
I was a hairstylist for 25 years, and I just felt like I needed to do more. So I came into the school, and once I walked into the school, I knew that this is where I wanted to be.
What made me want to join cosmetology was, I don't know, it's just always been a dream of mine ever since I was like, I don't know, like 13. I've just always really been into like fashion and makeup and hair and just everything like that.
I don't really think it's about the hair for me with cosmetology. It's more of like the art and beautifying, making people feel good about themselves.
I joined cosmetology because I've always been interested in it. Even when I was young and in school, I was always the friend that was doing everyone else's hair and makeup. And I've spent countless hours researching it on my own, on YouTube or, any social media sites. And I just finally decided it was time.
When we have students that are interested in the program, I like to sit down and talk with them to make sure that it's really a passion that they want. Because if you don't truly want this, if you're here because you have to be somewhere, because mom and dad want you to be in college and you don't know where you want to be, so you think cosmetology is just a place to be, you're not going to succeed. You have to have the passion in your heart.
There's more to the program than just doing nails and makeup and hair and men's haircuts and things like that. You actually have a lot of book work. You learn anatomy and physiology of the head and neck and the body. You have to know all the, central nervous system, all the nerves that run through in case you cut someone's.
When I started, literally the first month was going over anatomy and going over the muscles, bones in your body and your face, and so I didn't know I was gonna go into that, and then I also didn't expect the chemistry that went along with it. I just thought I was gonna go in, learn how to cut some hair, and leave, and I didn't realize that I needed to learn anatomy. So I had to learn a whole bunch, and so that first month we didn't even touch a head of hair.
I work and I do full-time school, so paying rent and my car and food and gas, everything like that is so difficult because you can only work so many hours when you get out of school at 4 o'clock.
I see my students in class for 8 hours and then go and work at 4:30 or 5 and work the rest of the evening.
It's hard to find time for your job, school, and your personal life, and to be with your friends and your family and everything.
I'm a high school dropout, and I have a lot of people who have come up to me and just called me lazy and that I just don't, that I'm not gonna make it, and I'm like, you have no idea.
So it started at 8 a.m. And so for me, I lived in Murfreesboro. I had to haul it every morning at 7:15 to Carterville.
Trying to figure out when to do anything else other than school is kind of a struggle, because even outside of school, people are wanting me to cut their hair and do stuff like that. I work too. I'm an assistant at a salon. So it's just kind of hard to fit everything in. Luckily, it's only a year-long program though.
Being in a room full of the same girls every single day kind of makes you irritable, and you always want to rip each other's heads off at the end of the day.
Cosmetologists are a whole different breed of crazy. Love them or hate them, but because you're with so many people for 9 months, and you're all adults, and I air quote because there's some 18-year-olds and then you have somebody who's also 65. It's a very broad range. But with that, you have so many personalities.
The biggest challenge has probably been making up hours, because I was in the hospital, and with how our hours work in this program, we have excused and unexcused hours, and basically no matter what you miss, you have to make them up.
Well, when I see a student struggling, you can't sugarcoat it, because we're training them to work with very personal aspects of people. We are, we cross that personal line. We are hands-on. When we're touching somebody, they have to be able to be highly trained and skilled in their services.
It's not easy. You need to be mentally prepared to work your butt off. And if you're gonna go into this program, you need to want it. Because if you go in half-heartedly and don't want it, you're gonna drop out halfway through, or you're gonna like not continue it once you're done.
If they, are truly passionate about this, I will do everything I can to help them and guide them to the right resources where they can come into this program.
I just try to remind myself that this is learning. This isn't like what I'm doing now isn't how I'm gonna be when I get out of here, and every day is trial and error, and I'm trying to allow myself to do that.
I do love cosmetology. It's a blast. Like, the day goes by super quick.
Many times in my past, I've dealt with women that were in abusive situations, and getting to talk to them and support them and make them feel better about themselves, even giving my services for free, just because I knew that they were in such a situation that I could help them. So, just making the world a friendly, beautiful place.
What hair means to me is a very loaded question. It means so much to me because it means so much to everybody else.
And just like making people feel good about themselves makes me feel good about myself. And it just like makes my heart happy. Like, it gives me a little, I do like little happy dances. And just cause, I know what it feels like to not be happy with yourself and then go to a hairstylist and then do something cool with your hair and be like, wow, this makes me feel so much better about myself. Like, this makes me feel like I'm just like the hottest person on the planet.
I got bullied when I was a kid. I had frizzy hair, crooked teeth, not cute. And so to be able to bring, oh my God, that's gonna make me emotional. It just means so much to me. So I know to some people, it's just hair, but to some people it's everything. So to be able to make people feel confident in themselves is so amazing to me.